also one for our KOFO high school football game of the week, which will feature Northern Heights and West Franklin. And we will go to Luke Queen at 6:40 for that contest. So just to give you the breakdown on how things are going to work here this evening, that's what we're looking to get to. And we want to remind you that after all the high school football is done here on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO and KOFO.com, at straight up 10 o'clock, we'll join the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show with Nick Gosnell, and we'll get you caught up with all the area and also all the scores throughout the state of Kansas that have gone on this evening. So again, that's the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show at 10 o'clock this evening. So definitely want to stick around for that. Now, if you're wanting to tune in for the Royals game, it will be preempted tonight due to the high school football. We will try to bring you updates on the game. Of course, I do believe, and let me, before I say anything that will make me look dumber than I usually do, let's take a look at their schedule here and make sure that they are at home. But if I remember right, I believe they are back at Kaufman here tonight. But we'll double check that here real quick. Provide you updates as the evening goes on. So a lot to go on this evening. And while we're going on here, let's go ahead and start getting you up to date on what we plan to cover for you here this evening. Here are the games we're going to focus on. As we mentioned at the outset, Ottawa High is traveling to Spring Hill tonight. That game will be here on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com. Last year, Ottawa lost to Spring Hill 27-19, and Ottawa coming off of a tough loss last week to Baldwin in a game in which really, to be frank, Ottawa High just did not look good. They will try to rebound this week against a Spring Hill Broncos team that beat them last year. So that it should be fun. We're going to check in with Gary Bateman in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll get you kind of a precursor, pre-update on things as we get ready for the kickoff of that ball game. So you'll definitely want to stick around. About 6:20 or so, we'll hear from Gary Bateman about this Ottawa High Spring Hill game. We also mentioned the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week. It's Northern Heights at West Franklin, and that one will be on KOFO.com. West Franklin defeated Northern Heights last year by the score of 40-6, so maybe a little bit of a score to settle there between those two sides, as West Franklin getting the best of them last year in that game. So we'll definitely want to keep a part of that. And, of course, we kept you up to date with scores last week on with the KOFO during the games on 1220 and also on KOFO.com. And, last week West Franklin came out on the short end of the stick to Mission Valley 38-23, so they'll look to try to get off the schneid and even the record at 1-1 here on the season. Other area games, Iola is at Wellsville, and this is, I believe, Wellsville's home opener. They were in Anderson County last week, and they defeated the Bulldogs 50-16. And this matchup last year saw Wellsville beat Iola by the score of 34-13. So Wellsville looking to go to 2-0 on the season. They've had a good run of over the last few years and looking to keep that success going. Central Heights is at Council Grove. We had Central Heights and Linden last week on the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week, and Central Heights unfortunately lost in that ball game, and they come in this week looking for their first win, but they'll have they're going to have a tough opponent in Council Grove, who beat the Vikings last year 40-12 in their matchup. So that'll be something we'll keep you up to date on. Parsons is at Anderson County, but I do believe, and let me check with my producer Lars, Anderson County is all athletic events. Were they postponed tonight? Postponed to Monday, including football?
Just football on Monday.
Just football. Okay, so the Parsons and Anderson County game is postponed. They've received a lot of rain today, so they're postponed till Monday, is what we're getting here. So we will not have updates for you on that one, but that was expected to be the matchup here tonight. Fort Scott is at Paola, and it's a matchup last year that saw the Panthers lose 27-26 to Fort Scott. So the Panthers looking for a little bit of revenge in that ball game. Paola last week defeated Bonner Springs 41-0 to get off to a rousing start for their season, and will look to get that momentum rolling in to try to defeat Fort Scott tonight. Santa Fe Trail is at Osawatomie. These two teams, the last time they played each other was during the 2016 season. Santa Fe Trail defeated Osawatomie 26-20 in that ball game, as Osawatomie last week lost to Olpe 40-0. So they're going to look to try to pick up some of those pieces and see if they can get a win this week, while Santa Fe Trail lost last week to Prairie View 20-19, 1-point ball game there. So Santa Fe Trail also looking for their first victory of the season. Lewisburg is at Tonganoxie. Madison and Hamilton is at Waverly tonight. And then Maridazine Valley is at Lebo. Lebo won last year's game 58-12, and they're going to look to try to do the same here this evening. Maridazine Valley lost last week 50-0 to Madison, so they're going to look to try to have a better week of performance this week. Waverly is also they won last week over Lebo 42-12, so they want to continue their success so far. And then Burlingame is at Crest this evening. So that is a look at your games that we're going to try to keep an eye on. Again, the reminder that Anderson County Parsons game is postponed until Monday due to weather. And as we mentioned, weather is going to play a role here this evening in a lot of the area matchups. Rain has been falling most of the day, still around in some of the areas. As we take a look at radar, it's starting to move away just a little bit, or at least not as heavy as what it was. And then, of course, we have tonight's ball game in Spring Hill for Ottawa High. But when you take a look at that in that area, the weather forecast looks like this for the evening, as we expect to still see a chance of rain through 8 o'clock. And as we there we go, we got the updated information. We expect to see updated information. There we go, yes. Showers and possibly a thunderstorm this evening before 9, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9. Low is going to dip to about 63. It's currently 67 out there, but humidity's at 97%, and the dew point is at 66. So it's a little moist, to say the least. There will be a little bit of a wind coming out of the north at 10 miles per hour, and the chance of precipitation is 90%. But it'll be dwindling as the evening goes on, down to 40%, and expect new rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch. There could be higher amounts if there was a thunderstorm. So there's your weather forecast for around the Spring Hill area. We'll take a look real quick at our West Franklin game, as that will be on KOFO.com, the KOFO high school football game of the week. And showers and possibly a thunderstorm before 5 a.m., then showers likely, and a chance of precipitation out to Pomona. And we're going to have some audio that was recorded earlier in giving you up to date and ready to go for tonight's high school football action. But first, a break. You're listening to Friday Night Lights here on 1220, 103.7 FM, and on KOFO.com.
This is Craig Dingle at Dingle & Son Mortuary. It has been a year since we have expanded and purchased the funeral homes in Osawatomie, Paola, and Lewisburg. It has turned out to be a very fulfilling experience. The people of Miami County are friendly and welcoming, and I've met a host of great people that I probably would have not met otherwise. Most of all, I would like to thank the families we serve, those in Franklin County as well as Miami County. It is a privilege and a pleasure to work with the families from this part of the country.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
We train yearly to be iCar Gold certified because as cars and designs have changed to keep you safer, so have the collision repair procedures. And at CarStar Ottawa, your safety matters. Call CarStar 242-8916. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Being framed has never been more fun. See Ottawa Paint, Frames and Decor, 109 South Main, Ottawa.
And we're back. One more round, Cindy, and you win.
I'm ready.
Name a bank with at least 250 locations.
Arvest Bank.
Yes. Name a bank with longer hours and award-winning service.
Arvest.
Yes, that can give you a mortgage, credit card, or loan.
Arvest.
Has a free blue checking account you can open online.
Arvest.
And has an online switch kit.
Arvest Bank.
That is correct. You're a winner.
You can be a winner too when you open a free blue checking at Arvest Bank. Go to arvest.com/switch or visit a friendly nearby associate. Equal housing lender.
Join KOFO Saturday, September 22nd, as we broadcast live noon till 3 p.m. from COF's 50th Anniversary Fun Festival in Forest Park, only on 1220 a.m. and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You're listening to our Friday Night Lights preview of high school football in East Central Kansas. Here again, in studio, is Bob Johnson.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights. I'm Bob Johnson. I want to remind everybody the 24th Annual Power of the Past Antique Engine and Tractor Show is going to be at Forest Park tomorrow here in Ottawa. This year, the show features Case Tractors and Witty Engines. KOFO will be broadcasting live from the show in Forest Park tomorrow from 1 until 4. So come on out, take a look at some of these awesome machines of the past, and also meet and greet some of your KOFO favorites, as we'll be there broadcasting live during the Power of the Past. Let's get you some pre-information, pre-game, if we could throw a bunch of pre's in front of it. And let's go out to Spring Hill and Gary Bateman. And Gary, welcome into Friday Night Lights.
All right, Bob. I'm glad to be here once again tonight.
Rough game last week for Ottawa High. Really didn't look good. Really, when it came right down into all phases of the game. You had a chance to talk with Rob Hedrick and kind of give us a little taste of what he has to say coming up during the Super Stands Cleaning Service pregame show.
Okay, well, basically, Coach said, it was not the way they wanted to start off the season. Cyclones had more yards in penalties than they did on offense, and you just don't win any football games that way. Not only that, Cyclones turned the ball over 4 times, had a blocked punt in the end zone for a touchdown as well. And, the defense, to their credit, played well, but unfortunately they were playing on short field conditions several times on Baldwin drives. Baldwin really only had one solid long drive, and that was the one that came right after the Cyclones scored their touchdown, so that was demoralizing. The rest of the scores were either on short fields or on that block punt.
And that's really, as you could tell, or at least to me it seemed during that ball game, that once things really started to go south, Ottawa High just couldn't pull themselves out of that. Is there any concern that they may come out a little flat tonight in that ball game?
Well, I would imagine they probably did a lot of work on that this week. One of the things that Coach mentioned, and I noticed it at the game, is Ottawa had a number of players that cramped up during the game. Now, it was a warm night the other night, but a lot of times that's preparation problems. And so I think I saw it out here when they were warming up. There's a lot of stretching going on now. It's not going to be warm here tonight by any stretch of the imagination, but they're look like they're in better preparation for this ball game here this evening.
And of course, with it raining all day, is it currently raining there now, Gary?
Not really. It's actually stopped momentarily. If it is raining, it's just a little sprinkle. We don't know what we'll get the rest of the evening. I heard your weather forecast there, and I'm sure that's going to be pretty much it. Everything's going to be spotty from here on in. One thing I will say is we're on a brand-new football field here, brand-new facility at Spring Hill High School. It is artificial surface. and it looks like it's in fantastic shape.
Well, that's good to hear that at least that we don't have to worry about the field being torn up, but this may be one of those type of nights where ball security is going to play a big role in this ball game.
Well, one of the things that Coach mentioned during the pregame interview is that, Spring Hill likes to spread the field out. They like to throw the football. And, if you had a sloppy field, if you had a grass field that was sloppy, that would really work against them. But on this field, I don't think that's going to necessarily be a problem for them. So the Cyclones are really going to have to bring their A-level defense here tonight.
Well, Gary, we look forward to hearing the Superstands Cleaning Service Rob Hedrick pregame show and have your call at right at the top of the hour. Have a good call, and, hey, thanks for joining us again this week.
All right, Bob. Have a good evening.
That's Gary Bateman joining us from Spring Hill. Now we're going to head out to Luke Queen, and he is out in Pomona. And Luke, welcome in to the Friday Night Lights preview show. And West Franklin looking for a victory this week, and this could be it could be interesting with the field out there being grass.
Absolutely, Bob. It actually looks to be in great shape. They must have taken care of it earlier on in the week because these last couple of days in this area have definitely seen plenty of rain, and the track around the outside, you can tell that it's had the rain, but the field looks like it is drained very well, and it's ready to be played.
West Franklin looking for a victory tonight. These two teams played last year, and Northern Heights had their way with the Falcons. 40-6 was the score. What has West Franklin done this week to get themselves prepared for a team that they had trouble with last year in Northern Heights?
Well, West Franklin, this will probably play into their hands, this type of kind of a damp, wet field where they can stay on the ground. I think they're just going to stick with their main two guns there, and that'd be the quarterback play of senior Clayton Noyens and running back Braden Streeter, and try and keep the ball on the ground. Both have the ability to break through tackles and really get into the secondary and make something happen, and they do a great job of both maintaining possession of the ball as they run.
And with that being said, West Franklin, with that grass field, you say it's in good condition, but with as much moisture that's been around, and I'll ask you the same thing, is it currently raining out in Pomona?
There's maybe just a very, very light drizzle, kind of off and on. If you're sitting in the wrong spot, maybe it's drizzling on you, maybe it's not, but it doesn't currently seem to be doing much.
With that wet field, though, is there any concern of it getting chewed up? Is there any concern? Obviously, with it being wet, you got the football that's going to find its way getting wet. And, of course, anyone that's played football knows that a wet football sometimes is hard to handle.
Absolutely is. I'm sure that there's no way around, keeping it too dry this evening. Anytime that ball is put down to be snapped, it's going to get some moisture on it. And, but I really think that the senior leadership there at quarterback from Clayton Noyens, a good ball handler, and he really does a good job of taking care of the football. I don't think that exchange will be much of an issue for West Franklin here this evening.
What are going to be the keys for this ball game?
I think it's going to be to control the ball on the ground, absolutely, with the slick field, and absolutely for West Franklin will be to contain on the edge and keep the ball kind of in the middle of the field defensively, where they can kind of swarm to it to make those group tackles, and then kind of get Northern Heights spread out and let the backs, the quarterback running back combination here for West Franklin get some space and be able to make some plays out in space.
All right, Luke, appreciate you joining us again for Friday Night Lights. Have a good call, and we will have you on KOFO.com in about 13 minutes.
All right, thank you, Bob.
So that's an update from the two locations of the games we're going to be doing this evening here on either 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO, or KOFO.com. Sam White had an opportunity this week to get in contact with Central Heights head coach, and let's go to that audio here real quick.
From last Friday, going into Friday here, Yeah, it's helped getting a couple kids back that we had out missing the first week. A couple injuries going into that first game, so getting them back has helped quite a bit. But the kids just continue to work really hard, continue to get prepared, and in practice, preparation is just these kids are just continually working their butts off in practice and putting in all the work that it takes to watch the film and put the work in on the field.
And I'm sure minimizing turnovers and other things will be important. And I'm sure you're really going to want to focus on probably moving the ball up and down the field and getting some big stops on defense.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they are defensively for us, they're an option team. So they run a lot of option stuff where they're looking at our defensive ends and outside backers and trying to get to the edge, using their quarterback to take up one of those guys as he reads him, and trying to get to that edge. So being assignment sound this week is going to be huge for us to limit their big plays. They played Burlington last week and had a couple good plays against them, and so watching film this week and preparing for that, we've really focused on taking away some of their plays that they excelled at last week. Offensively for us, kind of learning ourselves a little bit and learning what we do best, and everything we've been able to really kind of focus our practice this week on those things and really kind of hone in on our plays that are going to help us be successful.
I want to thank Sam again for getting that audio. He also had a chance to sit down with Wellsville's head coach. Let's go to that audio real quick and see what Wellsville has in store for this week.
Alrighty, Coach. I'm joined here by the coach of Wellsville High School Eagles, Coach Berkdahl, and you guys have Iola here this evening. You guys did fairly well the last couple years, especially last year. Looking for some of the same results?
Definitely, yeah. For whatever reason, our defense has played really well against Iola, so happy with the way we played last year and then, at our place. And we've had some bad weather games with them for whatever reason the last few years, so that trend's kind of continued.
Well, y'all are going to be looking for a muck this evening. You guys stuffed their pass last year. I'm sure you're going to be looking, even though it's going to be a little slippery and wet, to close up the gaps on the front lines there.
Yeah, definitely. They run the flex bone, and it's offense that we see quite a little bit, so our team's comfortable with it. And a lot of it just comes down to one-on-one tackling. But, our defensive backs are seniors, and we put a lot on them. We play a lot of man-to-man, and hopefully those guys are up for the challenge tonight.
Well, I want to be one of the first to say good luck this evening in the rain and in the muck, and we'll hope to see a good one out there.
All right, sounds great. Looking forward to it.
I want to again say thanks to Sam White, and we will take a break. When we come back, we will wrap up the Friday Night Lights pregame show here on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO and KOFO.com. And then at 6:40, we'll get you out either to Spring Hill or to the KOFO High School Football Game of the Week. But you're listening to Friday Night Lights here on 1220, 103.7 FM, KOFO and KOFO.com.
Pay off credit card debt with a personal loan from Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Life can add up quickly, like when your youngest needed braces the same week as your oldest tuition was due. And then you got hit with a vet bill for the real baby of the family. Debt happens. It's how you get out that counts. Get a personal loan from Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Fixed interest rates, monthly payment options, and no fees, ever. Learn more at Marcus.com.
It's not our everyday sale at Kohl's. Shop hundreds of epic deals in-store and online. No coupons needed. Women's tops, $5.99. Men's polos, $7.99. Kids tops, $7. Young men's thermals, $11.99. Carry-on luggage, $69.99. Bath towels and pillows, 3 for $10. Stock up, save big, and get Kohl's Cash. Hundreds of epic deals store-wide, Wednesday through Sunday at Kohl's. Select styles. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Ladies, let me ask you something. Do you actually believe those commercials that try to sell you perfectly styled hair? I mean, how many stylists do you think it takes to get that model's hair to look like that? Exactly. At Suave, we asked our models in our commercials to wash and style their own hair. Why? To show that Suave actually works. And they were blown away. Suave gave them full, smooth, easy-to-control hair in real life. But don't take my word for it. With Suave's money-back guarantee, try it for yourself. Suave, for hair you can believe.
Hi, I'm Jessica Alba, entrepreneur and mom. When it comes to helping students succeed, I'm all in. And so is Staples. That's why I'm teaming up with Staples for Students and DonorsChoose.org, the charity that helps teachers bring learning to life. Join us by donating in store or online at staplesforstudents.com. Your donation will help local teachers make a difference for their students, because every kid deserves a great start this school year.
You're listening to our Friday Night Lights preview of high school football in East Central Kansas. Here again in studio is Bob Johnson.
We are just minutes away, sending you out to your ball game. Again, 1220, 103.7 FM. We'll have Ottawa High at Spring Hill. There will also be a feed on KOFO.com, but exclusively heard on KOFO.com will be the West Franklin game as Northern Heights travels to Pomona to take on the West Franklin Falcons, and Luke Queen will take the air at 6:40 with his Super Stands Cleaning Service pregame show. So we're just a few minutes away from that, and just a few minutes left here tonight for the Friday Night Lights pregame show. I want to remind you that Ottawa University Braves football is on the air tomorrow afternoon. We will start with the Super Stands Cleaning Service, Ottawa University Braves pregame show at 5 o'clock. And then we'll have kickoff at 6. It is the Ottawa University home opener, and they're looking to fill the stadium full of gold. So come on out, wear your gold or yellow clothing to the ball game as St. Mary will travel down I-35 to take on the Braves. The Braves with a big victory last week over Bethel, 42-12. Look to try to keep their momentum rolling tomorrow night in this KCAC matchup against St. Mary. Myself, Bob Johnson, and Casey Weeder, my favorite tag team partner, will be joining me tomorrow night in the booth as we'll bring you live play-by-play of the ball game. If you can't get to it on the air on 1220, 103.7 FM, you can go to KOFO.com and get the audio. And if you want some video to go along with your audio, you can go to OttawaBraves.com and get the video also. It's something cool, though, if you do have a Roku player. Now, just to let you know, if you have a Roku box, Roku player, Roku stick, there is a KCAC channel, so you can watch the game on your TV and get the audio. So just want to let you know that that is possible tomorrow for the Ottawa University Braves game. Just, again, a reminder, we have a lot of games we'll try to keep you in touch with as the night progresses. Besides Ottawa High, Spring Hill, and Northern Heights and West Franklin, we have Iola at Wellsville, Central Heights at Council Grove. A reminder again that Parsons at Anderson County has been postponed until Monday. Fort Scott and Paola will play tonight. Santa Fe Trail and Osawatomie. Lewisburg and Tonganoxie, Madison Hamilton at Waverly, Meridazine Valley at Lebo, and Burlingame and Crest. Those are the games that we will be keeping you up to date on as the evening goes on. We'll also keep you up to date on the Royals game as they're in Minnesota tonight to play the Twins. So we'll keep you up to date on that ball game too. And then once everything gets finished up at 10 o'clock tonight here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO, you'll hear the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show with Nick Gosnell, and he will get you up to date not only with the games from our area but throughout the state of Kansas. So if you're in the area and you maybe have roots somewhere else further out west or whatever here in the state, you can find out how your team did by listening to us here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO and the Kansas High School Scoreboard Show. So that's going to just about wrap it up for us here tonight, Friday Night Lights. I want to say thanks to my producer, board op extraordinaire. Not only is he my firstborn, but he is also number one in my heart as the board op. That's my son Larson, who's running the show back here. And I also want to say thanks to Sam White, who's getting ready to run the board in the for the game of the week there in the production room. So we get our thank yous out of the way, and as we get ready for the kickoff tonight. And again, another reminder for you guys that KOF will be live tomorrow from 1 until 4 at Forest Park for the 24th annual Power of the Past Antique Engine and Tractor Show. This year, the show is going to feature Case tractors and Witty engines, and KOFO will be broadcasting live from Forest Park from 1 until 4 tomorrow. So come on out and join us for that as we'll be broadcasting live. You'll be able to see some of the great machinery of the past. It's always a good time of the year, as it always happens right around football season, and a good chance to check that stuff out. And then if you got something else or nothing else going on, you can join us at 5 o'clock for Ottawa University Braves football with the pregame show, the Superstands Cleaning Service Ottawa University Braves pregame show, and then kickoff at 6 for Ottawa University and St. Mary. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. When we come back, or when we get back to you, Gary Bateman will be on the air here on 1220 and 103.7 FM, and on KOFO.com it'll be Luke Queen. We'll talk to you again Friday night, as that's going to wrap it up for Friday Night Lights here on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Friday Night Lights High School Football Preview Show. Stand by for your Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on KOFO and your Game of the Week pregame show online at KOFO.com.
Time to shop hundreds of specials at Macy's for you, the family, and your home, in-store and online. Like men's performance suiting, designer sport coats, and blazers, $99.99. Tops and denim for her, 50% off. And 900 thread count sheet sets for just $29.99 through September 9th at Macy's. Savings off sale prices, exclusions apply. Macy's Star Rewards now offers benefits everyone can enjoy no matter how they pay. Sign up for free in-store or at Macys.com/starrewards.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones, they're the Montessori family.
No matter how modern your family might be, if you're pedaling around Bedrock in a gas engine vehicle, you're living in the past.
Meet George Jetson.
The era of the electric vehicle has arrived. With instant acceleration, electric cars are more fun to drive and more affordable than ever. Electric cars are here. Plug in to the present. Learn more at plugintothepresent.com.
Money. Who doesn't love money? You want some? Then enter to win the KOFO Bank Midwest Count the Cash Contest. We're giving away $1,037 in cold, hard cash. And all you have to do is guess how much money is in the KOFO Bank Midwest Cash Cube. Be the closest to the total cash in the cube, and you win $1,037 to be exact. Wait, here's the best part. Nail the actual amount of the cash and coin in the cube, and Bank Midwest will throw in another $1,037. Half to you, and half to the charity of your choice in Franklin County. Tune in to KOFO for Cash Cube sponsor locations. Register one time at each location during every live remote broadcast, or stop by Bank Midwest anytime. Make your guess and win lots of money. Count the Cash. Brought to you by Trio, Brown Shoe Fit, Gun Guys, Car Star, 7 Seaters, Furniture Loft, Bank Midwest, and KOFO.
Selfless service is the guiding principle that drives Army National Guard soldiers to be always ready whenever disaster strikes. They are your next-door neighbors and your colleagues in schools, offices, and factories. To be a Guard soldier is to stand ready to serve at all times for family, for community, and for country. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com or contact an Army National Guard recruiter in your area. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Want to sit front row and see the Chiefs play at Arrowhead Stadium? KOFO and McCoy's Furniture Loft want to send you. All you have to do is stop by Furniture Loft in Osage City or Emporia and register. You and a friend could be sitting in the front row to watch a Chiefs game. Only one win per person per season. No purchases necessary. Must be 18 to win. The first giveaway is for the Chiefs versus the 49ers. We'll announce the winner September 17th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO, 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Superstands Cleaning Service. Carpet, upholstery, furniture, or tile. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Superstands Cleaning Service for a free estimate today at 418-2463. Now for a preview of this Ottawa Arrows American Legion ball game, here's KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
Good evening, everyone, from Spring Hill High School. It's time for Cyclone football action as we welcome you to the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show. It is a night maybe better suited for Ducks, that the Broncos and the Cyclones will take to the field here in about 20 minutes. And the big game here for the Cyclones as they try to get into the winning column after losing last week to Baldwin. Spring Hill also looking for their first win as they fell last week to Lewisburg 21-17. We'll take a break. Come back with the Rob Hendricks Show. You're listening to the Superstands Cleaning Service Cyclone pregame show on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Superstand be your cleaning man. Superstand's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstand's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
People like me are powerless over alcohol, and if we could outthink it, outrun it, do whatever we needed to do, we could beat it, but we can't by ourselves. Everything I have, everything I've done, I owe to Valley Hope.
An estimated 88,000 people die from alcohol-related causes annually, making it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. For more information, visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and the station.
Back here on the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show, and we're at a Rob Hendricks show now for this ball game between the Cyclones and the Spring Hill Broncos. Last week, kind of a rough start to the season, Coach, as you fell to Baldwin at home 35-6. Really not the way you wanted the season to start, I know.
No, not at all. You know, like I said, you think about something and you plan something for a whole year and then it ends up that bad. It was a very disappointing night. It was a complete shock. I didn't expect that kind of performance from us at all. I really thought we were going to play well. We practiced so well, but obviously we just kept, just continually shot ourselves in the foot with silly mistakes and penalties. We had more penalty yardage than total offense, so that wasn't a good night.
That's not a good way to get it going, is it? and you know, the penalty yardage seemed to hit you at the most inopportune time. You get a third and short like that, and you get the false start or something like that.
You know, penalties never ever come at a good time, but you're right. Every time we pop a big play or something, almost, and when we watched the film this week, we talked about, you know, we've always been practicing. It's a game of inches. It's a game of doing the little things right. On that first big punt return they have, we had 4 guys in position to make the tackle, but they just didn't make the play. We were close. If that official blows his whistle a half second later, you know, we scoop and score, and it's a whole new ball game. Just things like that. But it really does come down to we played really bad offensively. The defense was fantastic. I was so happy to see the defense play that well. Coach Bay and the defensive staff, you know, had the boys ready, and they played great. Thank goodness they carried us, and or else it would have been real ugly.
Yeah, the defense played very, very well. In fact, it looked like it might just be a defensive battle the entire ball game, but then they got the blocked punt, and the snaps were kind of a problem all game long, weren't they?
Snaps and protection, and we were rotating guys in, trying to keep them fresh, and it just seems like, you know, we made some very key mistakes like that with first half, second half, and it steamrolled on us, and you know, and you could tell in several positions we had first-time starters in a lot of positions, and we made some first-time starter mistakes. But you know, that's the way it is. It was a very, very, very disappointing loss. But you know, we've had a good week of practice, and we learned from it. And we've changed a few things, and so hopefully we're a lot better against Spring Hill.
You had the one nice drive, though. You got the ball in the end zone on the 4th down play. A nice throw and catch from Jackson Allen to Brandon Carlson, and you've got to be happy about that. At least it gives you something to work with, right?
Absolutely. And we knew Brandon was a really good receiver, and hopefully that'll give Jackson some, you know, build on that, some confidence there. And you know, we've always had some success throwing the ball, and Brandon's another one of those guys where we can get the ball to, and he can make things happen, and we're going to try to do that some more the remainder of the season. And so, again, you're right. We're going to try to get the ball to Brandon and get the ball on the edges a little bit more. But if we're going to be successful this season, we got to be able to run. We got to be able to establish a running game, and hopefully we can get that done tonight and throughout the remainder of the season.
Well, we'll talk about that and the opponent for tonight's ball game, the Spring Hill Broncos, after we take this time out. You're listening to the Rob Hedrick Show, part of Cyclone Pregame here on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
When a pitcher is spent, his manager gets him out of the game before he gets in a bad spot. When your carpet is spent, do you get it out of the game before any more bad spots show up? Bring in the reliever, Super Stan's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's years of experience at treating, cleaning, and maintaining your carpet can get it out of a spot and keep it in the game for many more innings. Years ahead. Super Stan for a free estimate today. 418-2463. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Super Stan's Cleaning Service today. 418-2463.
The Ottawa University Braves offense came alive in their 42-12 win over Bethel last weekend. And now the Braves come back to Braesfield for their home opener against the St. Mary Spires tomorrow night. We'll get things kicked off with the Super Stan's Cleaning Service Ottawa University Braves pregame show at 5. Kickoff follows at 6. Hear the game live on 1220, 103.7 FM KOFO, and on KOFO.com.
And welcome back to the Super Stan's Cleaning Service pregame show and our weekly conversation with Coach Rob Hedrick. Tonight's opponent, Spring Hill Broncos. And the Broncos started their season taking on generally a perennial powerhouse, Lewisburg. Played them really tough, had the lead for a good portion of that ball game, and actually wound up losing 21-17. What have you seen in film that you think you can exploit, but also what concerns you?
Well, they moved Brennan Feedback, their senior. He was their quarterback last year. He was a phenomenal athlete, just a great athlete. Quarterback last year. They moved him to receiver. Another young man into quarterback who throws the ball really well. So they really spread the ball out and they threw the ball a lot. They still run some zone reads. They still have potentially a good running game. Just they really wanted to throw the ball against Lewisburg last week. Feedback does come in at quarterback every once in a while, but it was a good game. They're up at half, and Lewisburg kind of shot themselves in the foot a few times. They shut them out in the second half. So they were down at half, and then the Lewisburg defense shut them out in the second half, or be able to get a couple scores and get the victory. But it was a good game. It was a fun game to watch on film. They're playing a different defense than what they did last year. They're a week one against Lewisburg. They played a three-man front, a 3-4, and very aggressive off the edges, trying to control the box and not allow your defense or your offense to have time to throw the ball. So they were pretty successful with it, so I don't have any reason to think they're going to change tonight against us. So we're expecting a 3-4 defense with man coverage on the edges, and so I think we're going to do some different things to get Jackson involved in the running game a little bit more, and also hopefully spring our tailbacks, get them out on the edges, and then hopefully we have to be able to take advantage of the man coverage on the edges of that. That's where they play tonight. We have to be able to take advantage of that. Let Carlson and Bones and Bueno make some catches out there on the edges and let them go to work.
Last year's game was one of those one-score games. It was turned out 27-19, and I tell you what, the Broncos and the Cyclones have had some really amazing battles here over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and you go back, I always watch the previous couple years on film when you're prepping for the Friday night game, and we've had some really good games, and that 2016 game where we were driving for the winning score, with like 2 minutes left, and we ended up losing by 2 or 3 touchdowns. But just crazy things have happened in these games. We beat them over here at the homecoming, one of my first years in the homecoming, on a big play, big interception, big play. So you're right, it's fun, and Frontier League games are often like that, but it sure has been that way with Spring Hill and us.
Now, as we record this on Thursday afternoon, we don't know what the weather's going to be like, but it does not look like it's going to be particularly, it's going to be what do they call it in racing, a fast track, I think.
It's going to be a fast track. They, beautiful, beautiful facility at Spring Hill, so the turf will be in great shape. And we've supposed to have, I didn't think we were going to be able to practice outside all week. It's been great at practice time, so you never know. The weather, I should have been a weatherman because you never have to be right. But a good rain, good steady rain probably wouldn't hurt us because we're going to run the ball and they're going to try to throw the ball. So I probably wouldn't mind seeing a little rain tomorrow.
As you prepare here for the second ball game, what does the injury situation look like?
We got Aaron Dorn back this week. Very, very happy about that. And then we have some other kids. Justin Circle is still out with his ankle. And then other than that, we still have some maybes. So we're not sure. That's only two for sure right
game
now.
Time decisions almost.
Yep. Yep. So we're getting Aaron Dorn back on the O-line will be a big plus for us.
Okay, Coach, good luck tonight, and we'll talk with you again next week.
Thanks very much.
And we'll be back with more on the Super Sands Cleaning Service pregame show after this. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
The Army National Guard is committed to keeping the country safe and our communities secure. Composed of hundreds of thousands of citizen soldiers from all walks of life, the Guard is always ready to respond to local or national emergencies. We protect the homeland. We're always there when called upon, and in every state and territory, we stand guard for our communities. To learn more, log on to NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
And back here at Spring Hill Stadium, very brave group of Cyclone fans across the way. Actually, a pretty nice little crowd considering the weather. Those of you who are not able to join us here live this evening in Spring Hill, sort of glad you're joining us by radio. Let's take a look at other games in the area tonight. Our KOFO game of the week with Luke Queen is over at Pomona tonight, where West Franklin hosts Northern Heights. Both teams 0-1 after dropping their opener last week. Game will start at about 7 o'clock, and that'll be on KOFO.com. Also in Franklin County tonight, Wellsville is at home against Iola, and Central Heights travels to Council Grove for a Flint Hills League ball game. In the Frontier League, Piper is at Baldwin tonight, both teams coming in 1-0. It's Bonner Springs at Eudora. Both those teams lost their opening game. 0-1 Tonganoxie hosts Lewisburg tonight. The Wildcats 1-0 on the season. And a big Osage City matchup. Linden 1-0 against Osage City, also winning their first game of the year last week. Meridazine Valley is at home against Lebo. Both teams come in at 0-1. Also, both teams 0-1. Santa Fe Trail at Osawatomie. That is a Pioneer League matchup here this evening. And a good one just down the road in Paola tonight, where the Fort Scott Tigers come to call against the Panthers. Both teams won their opener last week. And one postponement, Anderson County and Parsons, we understand, has been postponed until Monday night at 6 o'clock. Let's take a quick break here. We'll come back with more. 1-minute break. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Want to sit front row and see the Chiefs play at Arrowhead Stadium? KOFO and McCoy's Furniture Loft want to send you. All you have to do is stop by Furniture Loft in Osage City or Emporia and register. You and a friend could be sitting in the front row to watch a Chiefs game. Only 1 win per person per season. No purchases necessary. Must be 18 to win. The first giveaway is for the Chiefs game on September 23rd versus the 49ers. We'll announce the winner September 17th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Last year, the Broncos beat the Cyclones 27-19. One of those games that Ottawa played earlier in the season where the final margin was 1 score or less. And Ottawa and Spring Hill, as we mentioned during the pregame interview with Coach Rob Hedrick, have played a number of very interesting ball games over the last, half dozen years or so. Cyclones will be looking to do things a a whole lot better than they did them last Friday night against the Spring Hill team that looks solid. The veteran squad, led by junior quarterback Corbin Myers. But keep an eye on senior Brennan Feeback. He has been the Spring Hill quarterback. He will come in from time to time at that position, but he's also listed as a tight end and will be a force on the defensive end, or defensive side of the football as a linebacker. Tomorrow it'll be Ottawa University football. Home opener for the Braves as they take on the University of St. Mary, who were upset winners last week over Tabor College. Game time is 6 o'clock, and the Super Stands pregame show with Bob Johnson gets underway at about 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon from Braves Field. It's Ottawa and against the University of St. Mary. Captains meeting at the 50-yard line. The wind will favor just a bit the team moving left to right here tonight. Again, there is a little bit of rain, but across the way, only a couple of umbrellas are out at this point in time. So you would imagine that means that there's very little rain. Ottawa will receive the opening half kickoff, and they will move right to left as we see it. The Cyclones will get the football first here tonight. And both teams over to their benches for final words of instruction. Next week, the Cyclones will be on the road over at Paola. Kickoff time is 7 o'clock. Friday Night Lights starts at 6:06 with the Super Stands Cleaning Service pregame show at 6:40 next Friday evening right here on KOFO. Wet field, but it is an artificial surface. This is a brand new football field, brand new press box up here. Good facilities for us here. And the field with the artificial surface don't have to have nearly as much concern about the field being muddy in spots. It may well be slick from time to time, but certainly not muddy. Bones Transportation brings you tonight's Cyclone Kickoff. Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone athletics. Paul Bones and all of the employees at Bones Transportation wish all of the Cyclone sports teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. There's the opening kickoff, a line drive kick fielded by an up-back at the 18-yard line, and it's Gabriel Bueno across the 30 and out across the 35-yard line before he's brought down. So Bueno, the up-back, returns it for about 18 yards, and the Cyclones have good field position to start their opening drive. Quarterback will be Jackson Allen. In the backfield for the Cyclones will be Elias White. Also out there, Gabe Setters and Shavion Bethay. Setters and Bethay are the wings. Tailback is White. They'll work out of a pistol formation, and a stoppage here is clock may have been running during that time after that first play was over. It's showing 11:19, and we know that first play didn't take 41 seconds. They will come over to the Spring Hill bench, and they have added about 13 seconds on. 11:32 is what we'll start with on this first play from scrimmage. Single receivers each side of the field for the Cyclones on 1st and 10 from their own 36. Allen barking signals. In motion comes Setters and a high snap. Jack Allen will keep it himself, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 35-yard line. Well, that's ominous because the Cyclones had a terrible time with snaps from center last week. That one was high. Allen had to tip it up in the air to himself, and a loss of a yard brings up 2nd down 11. High school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock here on KOFO. We'll get you up to date on all the scores from around the state of Kansas. 2nd and 11. Handoff to White, hit in the backfield and dropped for a 2-yard loss. That was Carson Downs, junior defensive lineman, coming in there to get the stop on White. It's a loss of 2, brings up a 3rd and 13 for the Cyclones. Last week, the Ottawa offensive line just didn't get anything done against Baldwin. Jackson on 3rd and long will throw out in the flat, has Brandon Carlson. He makes the catch, but is tackled immediately at the 42 and is shy of the first down by about 4 yards. Coverage on the play by Noah Verbaken, and the Cyclones will face a 4th down situation. Adrian Aho will be in to punt. Twin safeties back deep for Spring Hill. Aho's kick goes straight up in the air. It's going to land at the 50, roll forward to the 40, and inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 27-yard kick with the roll, and Spring Hill will have good field position to start their drive at the 38. Corbin Myers will be the quarterback. Running back will be Zaid Barker. They'll work from a pistol. Twin receivers near side of the field. And comes in motion left to throw is Myers. He'll throw deep down the field and overthrows his intended receiver. It was a tight end feedback. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. We'll try to keep you posted tonight on the Kansas City Royals, who are up in Minneapolis for a game with the Twins. Handoff Barker right up the middle, big hole. He's across the 45 and down to the 50 before Brandon Carlson wraps him up after a gain of 12 yards and a first down. Single receivers each side. Now Feebeck will split out left also as a receiver. Myers hands off Barker left side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, fights for a yard, and gets a couple finally down at the 48. Host of Cyclones in on the stop. Toward the bottom of the pile was Ethan Jansen. Also there was Tucker Mays, 2nd down and 9. Myers hands off once again. Big hole off the right guard. Barker crosses the 45, gets to the 43 before Setters brings him down. Actually, they'll mark him at the 42, so it'll be a 3rd down and 2. 8:27 to play, first period, nothing. Spring Hill 3rd and 2 from the Ottawa 42. Barker behind Myers. Barker gets the handoff, has the first down to the 35. Again, Setters coming up from a defensive backfield spot has to make the tackle. The Broncos move the chains once again, 1st and 10 at the Ottawa 35. And the Cyclones jumped offside. Myers hit him with a hard count, and a couple of them jumped across the line. Spring Hill up on 1st and 5. Double tied in formation this time. Barker with the handoff, breaks a tackle, gets it down to the 25-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be very close to a first down. Little extracurricular activity after that play. Let's see where they spot the football. Looks like it's enough for a first down by about the nose, and it is. This drive started at the Spring Hill 38. Broncos are at the 25 of Ottawa now, 1st and 10. Myers back to throw. Hit as he throws, now rolls away from it, looking to get to the outside, and he gets into the open. He's to the 20, he's to the 15, out of bounds inside the 12-yard line. Well, Ottawa had pressure on Myers, who pulled the ball back and did not throw it. And after he broke the tackle, he picked up 12, and they'll mark it at the 13, 1st and 10. Spring Hill going without a huddle. Play call comes in from the sideline. Barker behind Myers in the backfield. It's Barker on the carry. Nice hole. Gets it inside the 10, down to about the 9. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 6:37 to play first period. And the Broncos going without a huddle. Myers keeps, rolls left, hit in the backfield, drop the football, scramble for it. Ottawa thinks they've got it. And it did. So Myers looked like a busted play. He rolled out to his left and then just kind of lost the handle on the football. And Ottawa has it at their own 10, 1st and 10. One man behind Allen in the backfield. Hand off Elias White. White gets across the 11, picks up about a yard. White tried the right side of that Cyclone offensive line. Score from Osawatomie, Santa Fe Trail on top of the Trojans, 7-0. Ottawa has 2nd down 9. Keeping is Allen, hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped. It looked like Barker got the first hit on him. Allen on the keeper loses a yard. 3rd down and 10. Cyclones will send single receivers each side. Blitz coming. Allen throws it up for grabs, and he was hit as he threw, and the ball will fall harmlessly over near the near sideline, and it'll be a fourth down situation. So this time, Caleb Kessinger will be back just with a couple of feet in the end zone to punt this away. Rush is on. Kick is away. He just got it away. It's going to roll across the 30 and be down at the 32. And the Cyclones did a poor job of right there of holding the Broncos out. It was lucky that kick wasn't blocked. But a short field for Spring Hill. They'll start at their own 32 with 4:16 to play. First quarter, nothing ball game. Panthers of Paola lead Fort Scott early, 7-0. And Bonner Springs has jumped out to a 7-0 lead on Eudora. First and 10. Throw out in the flat, and the pass off the hands of Barker. It is a forward pass, and it's ruled incomplete. In no huddle, play calls are coming directly from the bench. Devlin Davis is a wide receiver this side, two men far side of the field. Barker straight up the middle, and he's hit at about the 27-yard line for a gain of 1. Third down 9. Broncos in 4-down territory here. 4-man Cyclone front. Myers looks to throw. Steps up, throws across the middle. A pass is going to be caught. Catch was made by Easton Jones. He was brought down immediately, but the ball right on the money. And a first and 10 at the Cyclone 12-yard line. Once again, Spring Hill knocking at the door. They fumbled it away their last time. Barker behind Myers in the backfield. Barker with the handoff, and he gets nothing. And that was Adrian Aho with the stop. Loss of a yard, second down 11. Myers goes to the bench now. May see a wildcat formation here. Feeback now is the quarterback. He's all alone in the backfield. 5 receivers in the set. Feeback will throw out in the flat. The pass is off the hands of his intended receiver. It's very difficult. The numerals here for Spring Hill are in the same color as the uniforms. They're just outlined in gold. Broncos uniforms are purple. Very difficult to tell what the numerals are. The third down 11 coming up. Clock inside 2:40 to play. Here in the first period, nothing ball game. Again, Feeback, he's going to roll left this time. Now looks, throws into the end zone, and he overthrows his intended receiver. Two Broncos were back there in the back of the end zone, but the ball thrown too high. And it'll bring it fourth down. And it looks like the Broncos will attempt a field goal. Bear Gardner is the kicker. He made one last week against Lewisburg. This one will be a 30-yarder from the right hash mark. Check that. They'll mark it at the 21, so 31-yard attempt. Myers is the holder. And it's a fake. Myers looks. He's under pressure. He's going to be brought down back outside the 25-yard line. Cyclones got a lot of pressure in there quickly, and Myers had no place to go. So let's see if Ottawa can take advantage of the break. It'll be first down Cyclones at their own 26. .225 to play in quarter number one. Chad Bones wide to the right, Brandon Carlson wide left. Allen will hand off to White. There's nothing there. And once again, the Cyclone offensive line being manhandled here early this evening. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. KOFO game of the week is West Franklin hosting Northern Heights tonight on KOFO.com, with Luke Queen bringing the play-by-play. Two receivers right, one left. Hand off this time, Xavi Bethe, and he's hit and stopped on a good open field tackle for no gain. I believe that was Barker that made the tackle. And third down 12. Burlingame and Crest has been canceled tonight due to flooding. Handoff goes to White, but we're going to have a penalty flag. Ottawa's going to be asking for a timeout, actually. So Cyclones will take timeout here with 1:05 to play first quarter. 0-0 the score. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa High School football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Let's see. That big yellow spot came from an ice cream cone. The brown spot was from a super hot cup of coffee. And that purpley blue-gray shadow over there, well, I just couldn't say.
If you have troublesome carpet spots, spills, and stains, stop and call Super Stan, your cleaning man. Call 418-2463 for your free estimate. Eliminate spots, spills, stains, and purpley blue-gray shadows from your carpets. Super Stan's Cleaning Service, 418-2463.
Cyclones burned their first time out of the half. They had a substitution problem. I thought they were going to be flagged for it, but instead Rob Hedrick got the timeout called. This game has been played almost exclusively on the Ottawa side of the 50-yard line. Cyclones had good field position for their opening drive, but went 3 and out, a short punt. Spring Hill drove inside the 10 but fumbled the football. Ottawa, after a short punt, then held on downs as a fake field goal on fourth down. Here's a pass complete to Carlson, but far short of the first down. Carlson on the slant pattern got it out to the 28. That's a 4-yard pickup, but it's fourth down, and Ottawa to punt. Kessinger will be back to kick it away. Single safety this time for Spring Hill. Once again, very difficult to see the numbers on these players. Rushes on. Kessinger trying to get away, and he's going to be brought down back at the 21-yard line. Well, I think Kessinger believed that if he tried to kick that ball, it was going to be blocked, and he probably was right. He tried to do something, but there was nothing to be done. And Spring Hill, once again, excellent field position. They'll spot it right at the 20. So for the third consecutive possession, Spring Hill has the ball in the red zone. They've been thwarted the first two times. They come up this time with Myers at quarterback, Barker behind him in the backfield. Myers to throw. Under pressure, rolls away from it, looking to run now, and he's going to be run out of bounds, stopped actually by Elias White back at the 23. Bonner Springs has scored again. They lead Eudora 14-0 late first period. Barker on the quick hitter. He breaks into the open, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and will finally be brought down at about the 16. That'll be a 7-yard pickup, so it'll be 3rd down and 7 upcoming. And that is the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ottawa 0, Spring Hill 0. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School staff and faculty, along with the administration of USD 290, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck, and go Cyclones.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone Athletics. They wish the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Schedule your child's sports physical today with Dr. Chris Koster at Ransom Memorial Health's Pediatric Care and get a comprehensive exam, review of family health history, and information on injury prevention. Call 785-229-8891 or visit ransom.org. Ransom Memorial Health, providing remarkable care.
Nothing as we head to the second period. It's been all Spring Hill, but they haven't gotten to pay dirt yet. The scores for you, Wellsville leads Iola 8-0. West Franklin also leading Northern Heights 8-0. Santa Fe Trail has scored again. They're on top of Osawatomie 14-0. And Osage City leads Linden 6-0. Here, 0-0. 3rd down and 7 for Spring Hill at the Ottawa 17-yard line. Myers out of the shotgun. He'll hand to Barker. Barker breaks across the 15, is close to a first down near the 11, but I don't think he got there. And it'll be a 4th down situation. So let's see what the Broncos do here. 4th down and a yard. Barker, the deep back. He'll get the handoff. He'll get the first down. He's headed for the pylon, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, Spring Hill. And there's an injured player in the end zone. It's one of the Broncos. it looked like from up here that Barker had leaned right before the snap of the football. Could have been called a penalty, was not. And Barker then broke it to the outside after being hit initially. And he goes in for the touchdown. And Spring Hill leads at 6-0. Ethan Jones was the person shaken up. Here's the first quarter score. Lewisburg leading Tonganoxie tonight. Wildcats 12 and the Chieftains nothing. So the extra point attempt coming up. It'll be Gardner in the ball game for the extra point. He'll kick out of Myers' hold. Good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. There's timeout on the field. And Spring Hill leads Ottawa 7-0 with 11:15 to play in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff, and this is Cyclone football on KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Short field for the Broncos, and this time they take advantage of it. Nate Barker, an 11-yard run. Bear Gardner adding the extra point. It's 7-0 Spring Hill. Council Grove leads Central Heights 22-0. Carlson and Bethea are back deep for Ottawa. Gardner to kick it away into the wind this time. Line drive kick near side. Gardner lets it bounce, picks it up at the 12. Carlson looking for an opening, gets it to the outside, and he will be brought down at around the 24. Ottawa's got to get some offense going. They'll start this drive from their own 24. Paola scores to make it 14-0 over Fort Scott. Again, Anderson County and Parsons has been postponed until Monday at 6. And in motion is Setters. Handoff goes to White. White gets it across the 25, picks up a couple. The second down 8 for Ottawa. And there's a Cyclone shaken up on the line. So the Ottawa trainer, and I believe that's Rob Hedrick, comes out to take a look. Cameron Reynolds is out for tonight's game with concussion protocol. Cyclones did get Aaron Doran back tonight. The offensive line has not gelled to this point. Seven 0 Spring Hill, 10 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the first half. Let's go ahead and take a quick 30-second time out here. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
Okay. We've heard you. This is Bob from Leon's at 429 South Main in historic downtown Ottawa. We're going retro. Classic favorites like the Super Cheese Burrito, Enchilada Special, fajitas, chimichangas, and more are back. We also have great daily specials. Leon's, a family tradition since 1982.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Continue to work with injured Cyclone out there at the 25-yard line. The Spring Hill trainer has come across as well, and that's never a good sign. Looks like it's one of the legs. And we don't have an identification yet on who that player is. Tomorrow evening, it's Ottawa University football as the Braves host the University of St. Mary Spires. 5 o'clock pregame, 6 o'clock the kickoff, rather, with Bob Johnson and Casey Weeder there for the play-by-play and color commentary. The home opener for the Braves, who beat Bethel last week. St. Mary was an upset winner over Tabor College. Once again, the injured Cyclone finally is going to get to his feet, but he's wobbly. Let's see, that's Mason Swanson. And he is limping off the field. Favoring his right leg. So that's a big blow for Ottawa. Second down 9 upcoming for Ottawa. Spring Hill scored on an 11-yard run by Zaid Barker on their last possession. They lead at 7-0. And a Cyclone flinched on the offensive line. Five-yard mark off will push it back to the 20. Tonganoxie has scored. They trail Lewisburg 12-6 early second. Allen will throw deep down the field, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Intended for Carlson. Step-for-step coverage that time by Dom Shearer. As third down 14. Twin receivers right, Twins left. Allen, the throw across the middle, has his man, but it's dropped. Big hit and a late flag, and that's probably going to be unnecessary roughness. Two officials threw the flags in. Whoever the Cyclone receiver was hit hard and is shaken up, but he's to his feet. Try to pass across the middle. It's a 15-yard mark-off against Spring Hill, so the Cyclones will get a first down, their first of the game. Jackson Allen over to comfort his teammate, who's still obviously a little wobbly out there. And I believe they probably called that a helmet-to-helmet hit. That was Gabe Setters who runs off the field. But, boy, I tell you what, as he got to the sidelines, he kind of stumbled. He looked wobbly. Ottawa has it after the mark-off at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Clock is stopped with 10:30 to play in the first half. Spring Hill leads 7-0. Bonner Springs has scored again. Their lead over Eudora increases to 21-0. That game being played tonight at Eudora. The Cyclones will come up 1st and 10. Allen on the keeper. Looks to get to the outside, but he's smothered back in the backfield. Difficult to tell if that was by design or if it was a broken play. But it's a loss back to the 33, 2nd down 13. Pass out in the flat, dangerous pass intended for Bones and incomplete. That one kind of got away from Allen. It kind of sailed, and maybe that was a good thing because the defense was right there. Coverage on the play by Cody Powell. 3rd down 13 for the Cyclones. Another Bonner Springs touchdown, 27-0 over Eudora. Allen again to throw. Throws, has a man. It's complete, but shy of the first down at the 44. Carlson made the sliding catch, but it's a 4th down and 1 for Ottawa. Check that, 4th and 2, though. He's going to spot it at the 44. Like Ottawa may go for it here. They'll come up in an offensive formation. They'll send twin receivers right, single man to the left. Allen hands it off to White, who has it 1st down. Check that out. I'm sorry, that's not White. White was a wingman on that play, or a receiver on that play, and it's Bethay who hit the hole quickly. And he got 4 yards and a 1st down for Ottawa at their own 48. Iola has scored on a safety. Wellsville still leads 8-2. Here it's 7-0 Spring Hill, 1st and 10 Ottawa. Penalty flag is down. Allen keeps, and he is smothered in the backfield. Flags where you would probably see an illegal procedure call. False start, Ottawa. Penalties declined. So 2nd and 13 once again. Paola leads Fort Scott 21-0. Paola is Ottawa's opponent next week, and they're making a statement tonight against the Tigers. Second down, 13. Lots of room on the receiver this side, Carlson. Defender is 10 yards in back of Carlson. Option left, keeping is Allen. Hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. They do not give Allen any forward progress. It's 3rd and 13. Clock runs, 7:43 to play in the half. Broncos up by 7. And in motion right this time is Carlson. And there's a throw out in the flat through the hands of Gabriel Bueno. The pass was high. He couldn't bring it down. There was triple coverage on him at the 50, and it'll bring up a 4th down situation. The Cyclones' punting game has not been very successful here tonight. First kick went straight up in the air. Second one was nearly blocked. The third one, Caleb Kessinger had to run for his life as he was in big trouble. Bit of a high snap, but this time no rush. Kick is right down the middle. It's going to take an Ottawa roll and be picked up finally at the 11 and be dropped. And now there's some running room to the outside as Barker got it again. He's to the 20. Flag is thrown. This one will come back. Barker gets across. I'm sorry, it's not Barker. It's Shearer. Shearer out across the 35, but the penalty flag is going to push it all the way back inside the 10. In Wellsville, Iola has scored to take a 9-8 lead over the Eagles. Block in the back against Spring Hill. Half the distance penalty. He'll move it back to around the 8. Kessinger's kick was a good one. West Franklin now leads Northern Heights 16-0 as the Falcons look for their first win of the season. Handoff Barker, big hole right side. He's across the 10 and out near the 15-yard line before he's wrapped up by Aho. Gain on the play of 7 yards, 2nd down and 3. Blitz coming. Barker gets the carry. Barker has the first down out to the 19-yard line. Chad Bones made the tackle with the first down at the 19-yard line. With 6:19 to go in the half. And a hard count, the Cyclones moved again. Ottawa High has been susceptible on both sides of the line. This time they jump early. And it'll be a 1st and 5. Barker with the carry, trying to turn the corner, gets it out of bounds And a first down at the 31. Santa Fe Trail now leads Osawatomie 20-0. Chargers, who were nipped last week by Prairie View, getting some revenge here tonight against the Trojans. There was a flag on that last play, thrown in the Spring Hill backfield. This one's going to come back on a hold. Pushes it all the way back to the 11-yard line. It'll be a first down now and 19 or 18. High school football scoreboard show tonight at 10:06. Another score for Bonner Springs all over Eudora tonight, 34-0. Spring Hill faces a first down, 18. Four-man front for Ottawa. Barker gets the carry, finds an opening, breaks it across the middle, and he's into the open. He's to the 40, to the 50, and a finally be run down from behind at the Cyclone 43. 46-yard run by Zaid Barker on the quick hitter, right up the middle. And a Cyclone is shaken up back at the 25. Looks like it might be a leg cramp, but it's hard to tell. Tuesday night, 7:06. Join us for the Kent Kessinger Show, live from Pizza Time in downtown Ottawa. Elias White is the shaken-up Cyclone. He limps toward the sideline, but I'm thinking that might have been a leg cramp as much as anything. But a big run by Barker puts Spring Hill in Ottawa territory with 5:49 to play before halftime. Broncos lead at 7-0. Broncos, after going over to the sideline, come up without a huddle. Myers, the quarterback, trip receivers this side, single man far side. Barker again with the carry, right up the middle, crosses the 40, gets to about the 39 for a gain of 4. Bruno and Hempel in on the stop. Second down, let's call it 5. They gave him forward progress to the 38. Myers to throw, pump fakes, has a man open, it's feedback, can he catch up with it? He does, and he's going to waltz into the end zone, touchdown. There is a flag on the play, though, back near the line of scrimmage, so hold your horses. And a block in the back on Spring Hill will call this one back. Now second down 15. In same formation. Myers will hand it off to Barker, following a blocker, gets into the open, and he's near first down yardage at the 34-yard line. Another nice hole opened by the Bronco offensive line. And it'll be a third down 1. Paola scoring again, 28-0 first half lead over Fort Scott. On third down, it's Barker, and he's hitting the backfield, stopped for a loss. Cyclones got a big push that time, and Barker had nowhere to go. Loss on the play of a couple, and it'll be up a fourth down and about 3. 4:13 to play first half. Clock is running. Myers will throw for it. He'll throw deep down the field, again looking for feedback. The pass is caught. Ottawa had 2 men back there, but neither in a position to make the defending play. That was not feedback. Not sure who that was. It must have been Easton Jones. He's brought down at the 14-yard line, first down 10. Barker with the handoff. He's inside the 10, down to about the 6. Barker, a workhorse for the Broncos. Wellsville scored, added a 2-point conversion. They lead Iola 16-9. Second down 3. Barker hit at the line of scrimmage, but then got forward and got the first down inside the 2. Chad Bones made the tackle. First and goal at the 3. Myers will hand to Barker. Barker didn't get much. No gain, second down and goal at the 2. .213 to play in the half. Rolling out is Myers. He looks to the end zone, overthrows his intended receiver. Off the fingertips. Evac was the intended receiver, and a third and goal. Stops the clock with 1:56 to play in the half. We'll have a report from the KOFO newsroom at halftime. And right up the middle goes Barker. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spring Hill. Nothing with the extra point attempt coming up. That was a 92-yard drive. The big play was the 46-yard run by Barker. And the extra point attempt by Gardner is up and good. Timeout on the field, 1:53 to play before half. It's Spring Hill 14, Ottawa nothing. Kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Ottawa Family Physicians remind you that the Ottawa Care Clinic at Cosentino's Price Chopper is staffed by registered nurse practitioners treating minor illnesses as well as providing school and camp physicals. No appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic inside Cosentino's. Call 785-214-4903.
What does it mean that CarStar Ottawa has attained iCar Gold Class certification? It means we're qualified for repairs with the latest technology, which means you're safe when you get back on the road. Safety matters at CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar, relax. We'll take it from here.
92-yard drive by Spring Hill. Barker with his second touchdown of the night on the 2-yard run. And Spring Hill leads Ottawa 14-0. Bethay and Carlson back deep. Gardner will kick it away. Short kick. Fielded by, dropped. Muffed kick. And Spring Hill got it. Ball went right through the arms of Gabriel Bueno, I believe. And Spring Hill recovers at the Ottawa 35. First Ottawa turnover of the night. And now a short field for the Broncos. They still have all three of their timeouts remaining. Myers with Barker behind him. He'll throw, deep pattern, and the pass is incomplete. Edwin Duarte had good coverage on the receiver. Second down and 10. Trip receivers left. Barker gets the handoff straight up the middle and breaks it into the open. It's a foot race now. Carlson grabs him from behind, drags him down, but not before Barker gets down to the 13. Well, that middle has been far too open tonight. First and 10 Broncos. And this time, T formation in the backfield. Handoff will go to the left halfback. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, and down to the 2. That was Brennan Feeback on the carry. And he'll pick up first down yardage. It'll be a first and goal. Yeah, they spot that ball to where they'll have to measure to see if he got the first down. It is a first down, first and goal. Barker breaks a tackle, fights for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown. Third score of the night for Zaid Barker. And just like that, it's 20-0 with the extra point attempt coming up. Kicks away by Gardner, and it's true. Timeout on the field with 51 seconds to play in the half. The score, Spring Hill 21 and Ottawa nothing. Kickoff coming your way in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone football on KOFO.
No matter the brand, Adamson Brothers can prepare your AC for the hot summer months ahead. Call them today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
35-yard drive that time by the Broncos. And it's Barker with his third touchdown run of the night to make it 21-0 after the Gardner extra point. Gardner will kick it off. Late man coming in for the Cyclones back deep. Not sure who that is. Deep kick this time. Carlson pushed back to the 11. He slips, regains his footing. Now tries to get it up the field and gets it across the 20 to about the 24. Halftime score, Santa Fe Trail 20, Osawatomie nothing. Also at the half, Lewisburg 12, Tonganoxie 7. Bonner Springs leading Eudora 35-0 at the half. Vite is the deep back. Option right. Allen will cut it up and get it across the 29 for a gain of 5. Ottawa has a couple of timeouts, but likely not to use them here. This may well be the last play of the first half. West Franklin leaves Northern Heights at the half, 16-0. Option left. Allen keeps, breaks a tackle, breaks into the open, has good yardage across the 40. Stops the clock momentarily with 1 second to play in the half. They'll move the chains. Let's see if Ottawa asks for a timeout. And timeout is called for by the Cyclones. We'll take it with them. 1 second to play in the half. Spring Hill 21, Ottawa nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I recently joined my father in business, and I am looking forward to working with families in Miami and Franklin County. Lewisburg will be my home base, and I am eager to make friends and meet the neighbors.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
So Ottawa has time for one more play, barring a penalty. Cyclones have it at their own 43-yard line. Spring Hill with a couple of late touchdowns here in the first half, now leading by 21. Ottawa has twin receivers right, single man left. Jackson Allen to throw out in the flat. Caught by Carlson, and he'll get out to the 48, but that'll run out the clock. That's the end of the first half. The score is Spring Hill 21, Ottawa nothing. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Ottawa Trails here at the half at Spring Hill, 21-0. Cyclones spent almost the entire first half on their side of the 50-yard line. Spring Hill, on the first two possessions, had a fumble and a botched fake field goal attempt, but on their third try at it, early second period, they drove it 20 yards after they pinned the punter at the 20-yard line. And it was a touchdown run, the first of three for junior Zayd Barker. Bear Gardner added the extra point. Spring Hill led 7-0. Then late in the first half, after a Cyclone punt and a subsequent penalty, in Spring Hill deep in their own territory, they drove it 98 yards. Barker again with the touchdown. He also had the big play of that drive, a 46-yard scamper. Gardner added the extra point to make it 14-0. Then the Cyclones muffed the short kickoff, recovered by Spring Hill, and they drove it 35 yards to pay dirt. Barker from 3 yards out this time, and the Cyclones just unable to get anything going offensively, and the defense giving up good yardage on the runs between the tackles to Barker. And Spring Hill leads it here at halftime, 21-0. And we'll take a break right here and come back and have a report from the KOFO newsroom. Again, that score, Spring Hill 21, Ottawa 0. You're listening to Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Your pizza time is halftime in the game ahead of us. I'm Sean Torres in the KOFO newsroom with this hour's top stories. The Greeley Smoke-Off is going to make some tummies satisfied this weekend. It started today and runs through tomorrow. Over 30 barbecue competitors will be on hand for patrons to sample, and some incredible music talent will be on hand as well. And Smoke-Off chairman Kenny Katzer says not to worry about the weather. The festival is a go, and there is a familiar theme.
As far as the barbecue competition, it's on and it's happening. We'll have 3 bands. There'll be 2 Friday night, starting like at 5:30, go until midnight. And then Saturday, there's one that runs from noon until 5. Well, Hazard County is one of the bands, so it's the Dukes of Hazzard theme this year. We got shirts with the General Lee on them and our figs and stuff like that. So, and the wording is someday the smoke might get them, but the law never will.
The band Broken Silence starts things off at 5:30, followed by Hazard County at 8. All concession proceeds will benefit St. Rose School. Federal authorities have recovered a pair of sequined ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz. They were stolen from a museum in northern Minnesota hometown 13 years ago. The FBI says a man approached the insurer in summer of 2017 and said he could help get them back. Grand Rapids police asked for the FBI's help, and after nearly a year-long investigation, the slippers were recovered in July during a sting operation in Minneapolis. The FBI said no one has yet been arrested or charged in the case, but they have multiple suspects and continue to investigate. The 3 other pairs that Garland wore in the movie are held by the Academy of Motion Pictures, the Smithsonian Museum, and a private collector. Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast: a flood warning remains in effect for Miami and northwestern Lynn counties until 5:15 tomorrow morning. A flood warning remains in effect for southeastern Franklin and Anderson County until 9:15 this evening. Tonight, a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, overcast, the low 64. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of showers, overcast, the high 70. Tomorrow night, overcast, the low 57. Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 74. Your extended forecast: Sunday night, partly clear, the low 57. Monday, sunny with a high of 77. I'm Sean Torres, KOFO News.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055. Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
People in the United States will suffer at least 1 or 2 episodes of debilitating back pain in their life. We see an epidemic in prescription medication abuse and overdose. Chiropractic is a natural, hands-on, patient-centered health care treatment for low back pain, for neck pain, for mid-back pain. We're an alternative to having to take medications. We're an alternative to having to have surgery.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck, because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
With the perfect Vera Bradley purse, anything is possible. Now you can discover a variety of fabrications, streetwise silhouettes, beautiful jewelry, luggage, and accessories at Sutton's Jewelry. You'll find newly released designer and functional bags with fashionable and seasonal designs. Get excited about the new line of KU and K-State patterns. Vera Bradley is a leader in the latest trending handbags, luggage, and jewelry with styles that are sure to make a fashion statement. Sutton's Jewelry and Vera Bradley. Find them at 207 South Main, downtown Ottawa. Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
And back here at Spring Hill Stadium, where Spring Hill leads Ottawa at the half by the score of 21-0. Let's give you the other scores that we have. At halftime, Wellsville leads Iola 16-9. Our KOFO game of the week, Luke Queen bringing it to you on KOFO.com. West Franklin leads Northern Heights 16-0. At the half, Council Grove on top of Central Heights 46-6. First quarter score, this game must have been postponed because, or not postponed, but delayed because of the weather. Piper leads Baldwin midway through the first period 8-0. At the half, Bonner Springs 35, Eudora 0. Also at the half, it's Lewisburg 12, Tonganoxie 7. First quarter score is the only thing we have on Osage City and Linden, and the Indians leading the Tigers in that one 6-0. Try to get an updated score for you as we can. At the half, Santa Fe Trail leads Osawatomie 20-0. Also at halftime, Paola 28, Fort Scott 0. No score on Lebo and Miradazine Valley, and Anderson County Parsons has been postponed until Monday at 6 o'clock. Royals lead the Minnesota Twins tonight in the third inning. Score there is 6-2. And again here at halftime, it's 21-0 Spring Hill over Ottawa. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back with more. This is Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa High School. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Many people are finding themselves spending more and more time sitting behind a computer or standing for long hours during the day. Each time we lean forward 60 degrees, the stress placed on our neck is increased dramatically. Bad posture can lead to numbness, pain, tense nerves, and even affect your breathing. Stress on your neck can also lead to tense upper back and shoulder muscles, resulting in frequent headaches due to this poor posture. This is Dr. Sherry Jung at Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Give us a call today for a no-charge consultation at 785-242-4100.
When it comes to your home, quality matters. And when quality matters, choose the best. Choose Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call to have your air conditioning system serviced today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
Halftime here, and still no rain to speak of. The dance team performed without any kind of a hitch, and the umbrellas have all gone away. So hopefully the rain has finally departed the area. There are still, of course, some flood warnings in effect in some areas of the KOFO listing, some parts of the KOFO listing area. But maybe the worst of this is now past us, and we can enjoy a nice weekend. One thing we would invite you to do is come out to Braves Field tomorrow evening as the Ottawa University Braves take on the University of St. Mary's Spires. 6 o'clock game time, 5 o'clock pregame. If you can't make it in person, Bob Johnson will be there with the play-by-play call right here on 1220 and 103.7 FM. Let's take a quick look at the OU sports calendar, and then we'll take a look at the Cyclone sports calendar. Women's volleyball had a good day today as they downed ranked team Doane College and also Benedictine College. Both of those were in 4 sets. They will play tomorrow against Haskell and Baker in that, I guess that'd be a quadrangular. And so, actually not a quadrangular, it'd be not sure how many people are there total, but the Lady Braves playing a total of 4 games over the next, or today and tomorrow. Thursday they will be at home, or no, check that, I'm sorry, they're on the road against Park University, and of course Park always with fine volleyball teams. The Lady Braves will be back in action on Thursday. Men's soccer plays tomorrow, and that will be against Midland. I believe the ladies play tomorrow, too, against Midland at Braves Field. In fact, I think it's a triple header tomorrow there. They'll have women's soccer action, then men's, and then the football game. So lots of things to do at OU tomorrow. Taking a quick look at the high school sports calendar, and kind of sparse. Boys soccer with a couple of matches. They'll play Monday at Paola. And then Thursday, they'll be on the road and taking on Bonner Springs. Volleyball also will be on the road this week. On Tuesday, they travel to Bonner Springs, and they'll participate in a quadrangular at Hayton High School in Topeka on Thursday. And that's pretty much it for the OHS sports calendar this week. Spring Hill is back on the field. They lead at 21-0, 3 touchdown runs by Zaid Barker. And the Broncos kind of broke it up and late in that first half, scoring 2 times in the last 2 minutes of play. Cyclones now entering the field once again. They'll be kicking off to Spring Hill to start the second half, and we'll take a 2-minute break and have that second half of play for you. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
At State Farm, our goal is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. This is State Farm Agent Keith King in Ottawa. Let me help you protect what's most important to you. Give my office a call at 785-242-9435 or stop by at 111 South Main Street in Ottawa.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Schedule your child's sports physical today with Dr. Chris Koster at Ransom Memorial Health's Pediatric Care and get a comprehensive exam, review of family health history, and information on injury prevention. Call 785-229-8891 or visit ransom.org. Ransom Memorial Health, providing remarkable care.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
And we're back. One more round, Cindy, and you win.
I'm ready.
Name a bank with at least 250 locations.
Arvest Bank.
Yes. Name a bank with longer hours and award-winning service.
Arvest.
Yes, that can give you a mortgage, credit card, or loan.
Arvest. Has
a free blue checking account you can open online.
Arvest.
And has an online switch kit.
Arvest Bank.
That is correct. You're a winner.
You can be a winner, too, when you open a free blue checking at Arvest Bank. Go to arvest.com/switch or visit a friendly nearby associate. Equal housing lender.
Ask any coach. Wishing for a good game is not the best game plan. At home, wishing your carpet and furniture were clean isn't much of a game plan either. Stop wishing. Let Super Stan be your cleaning man. Super Stan's cleaning service at 418-2463. Stan's been making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Super Stan's cleaning service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463.
Both teams going through their stretching before the start of the second half. Score update for you from Baldwin. Piper leading the Bulldogs now 16-0. That game just a little bit past the midpoint of the first period. So once again, that one a little bit late getting started tonight up at Liston Stadium. Here, 21-0, and it's been all Spring Hill. Ottawa has, I believe, 3 first downs in the first half of play. One of those came by penalty. And Zayd Barker has run for over 100 yards here in the first half. Broncos will get the football to start the third period. Ottawa's also had some people shaken up here in this first half of play. And, of course, the Cyclones aren't terribly deep to start with. They're in action next Friday night. They'll be on the road at Paola. Kickoff scheduled for 7 o'clock. And the Super Stan's cleaning service pregame show is at 6:40 next Friday night. Tonight we have the high school football scoreboard show for you. That comes your way at 10 o'clock on KOFOs. We'll get you up to date on scores and have some reports from some of the action around the state of Kansas. Several big games tonight. The War on 24, Silver Lake and Rossville being played tonight. That game at Rossville. And also a big one in 8-man football. And I'll see if I can find that score for you. I believe it was Hoxie. Trying to think, Hoxie against who? Well, I'll get that to you here in a little bit. It was the number 1 team in 8-man Division I, the number 2 team in 8-man Division II football. Chad Bones will kick it off for Ottawa to start the second half. By the way, that Silver Lake-Rossville score is 10-7 Silver Lake, about midway through the third period. I know a lot of people follow some of these other area teams within about an hour's drive. Cyclones tease it up. And we are underway here in the third period. It's a little squib kick and fielded by one of the linemen for Spring Hill. That was Jackson Roundzon. And he falls on the football at the Spring Hill 46. Not sure that was by design. The Cyclones looked like they were maybe attempting to try to get that ball back early here. Instead, Broncos have excellent field position to start their opening drive here in the third period. Corbin Myers is the quarterback. Zade Barker behind him. He'll get the handoff and gets it a couple of yards before he's met and driven back. Making the tackle was Chase Hempel from his middle linebacker spot. Gain of 2, second down 8. Elias White is back on the field for Ottawa, shaken up in the first half. I believe it may have just been a leg cramp. Two backs this time, and it's Feeback with the carry. He'll reverse his field, but he won't get much. He'll get to the 50 and maybe to the 49 of Ottawa. That looks like they're going to spot him at the 50 for a gain of a couple. Chad Bones made the tackle. And it'll be a third down and 6. No huddle for Spring Hill. Single receivers each side. Thrown out in the flat. Pass is caught by Easton Jones, and he'll be driven back before he reaches the sticks. Check that. That was Devlin Davis. Brandon Carlson made a nice, sure tackle on him, stopped him short of the first down sticks. It'll be a fourth down and 1, and it looks like the Broncos will go for it. And a hard count, and the Cyclones jumped offside again. And you just had to know that was coming. And it wasn't just one Ottawa lineman, it was 2 of them. So they pick up the first down by way of penalty at the 40. Myers hands off to Barker. Check it. It was a little pitch out this time to Feeback, and Feeback's down to the 25. Myers faked the handoff, rolled to his left, pitched it out to Feeback, and Feeback picked up 15, but wait a second, there's a flag in the backfield. And it appears it's against Spring Hill. Holding against the Broncos. Flag thrown in the backfield, so this will in effect be a penalty of about 14 yards. Which is it back into Spring Hill territory. Lewisburg has scored, tacked on a 2-point conversion. They lead Tonganoxie now 20-7. First down, 25 back at the Spring Hill 45-yard line. Piper has scored again. They lead Baldwin 23-0. And we've got a whistle and a timeout called for by Spring Hill. It comes with 9:22 to play in the, 9:55 to play here in the third period. Spring Hill leads Ottawa 21-0. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Ottawa High Football on KOFO.
No matter the brand, Adamson Brothers can prepare your AC for the hot summer months ahead. Call them today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
Score update from Osawatomie. Santa Fe Trail now leads Osawatomie 26-0. Game is in the third quarter. Here is 21-0. Spring Hill with the lead. Spring Hill comes up. That will have two receivers each side. Barker behind the quarterback, Myers. Barker gets the handoff off the left side. Nice hole into Cyclone territory and all the way down to the 44 before Xavi Bithet makes the tackle. So that picks up 11 of the yards back. Second down and 14. Barker tries the right side this time, has a bit of a hole, gets it to the 40, picks up about 4, and it'll be a third down and 10. Royals lead over the Twins now is 6-4. That game in the bottom of the third looks like a slugfest. Barker rolls out. He'll take the pass out in the flat, and he will get inside the 35 and down to the 32 and a half, shy of the first down, but a good play will give Spring Hill an opportunity here on a fourth down and a couple. You've got to watch for this hard count once again. Ottawa didn't jump off. They jumped, but they didn't get offside. Now Myers looks over to the bench. Barker on the carry. Barker fights across the 30. He got the first down. So after a 1st and 25, Spring Hill picks up the first down. $7:49 to play in the third period. It's 21-0 Spring Hill. Broncos driving in Cyclone territory at the 29, first down. Barker, nothing doing this time. Ottawa smothers him, and maybe a short loss there. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they mark him. Carlson and Bueno were there. Spring Hill has not huddled all night long. They look over to the sidelines for the play call. And comes in motion. That's Davis. Back to throw is Myers. Throws down the middle, man wide open, and it's off his hands. Incomplete. That was Easton Jones, who was so wide open, and he just had to go right through his hands. Now a third down 10. Osage City has upped its lead over Linden to 27-0. That game in the third period. Myers to throw, out in the flat, and a pass caught. Down near the 20-yard line, but shy of the first down. It was Connor Zorn with the catch. And it'll be another fourth down short coming up for Spring Hill. Wellsville's added to its lead. 22-9 over Iola, third period. Fourth down and a yard and a half. Rolling out is Feeback from the quarterback spot. He's got the first down and more. He's to the 10, inside the 5, and dives forward to the 3. Feeback, who played quarterback last year, lined up in the backfield this time, called his own number, and got big yardage down inside the 5. Like Feeback will stay in. Empty backfield. Feeback calling signals. He'll send a man in motion. He'll take it up the middle, fights its way into the end zone. Touchdown. So Feeback scores to make it 27-0. Gardner will try the extra point. Ottawa had too many men on the field. The kick is good. We'll see what the flag is and whether or not Spring Hill declines it. I would think they would. Ottawa trying to get a man off the field there late. Kick is good. So timeout on the field with 5:42 to play in the third period. Score is now Spring Hill 28, Ottawa nothing. We'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds, and you're listening to Ottawa Cyclone Football on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Bones Transportation has been a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and a longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone Athletics. They wish the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa High School and wishes the Cyclone football team the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
The drive goes 54 yards. It takes more than 6 minutes off the clock. Spring Hill converted 3 fourth down situations, and they score on a 3-yard run by Brennan Feeback, leading now 28-0 as Gardner will kick it off. High kick, short kick, fielded by Carlson, and Carlson will be hit and stopped at the 31. West Franklin looking good tonight in our KOFO game of the week on KOFO.com. They lead Northern Heights now 24-0. The Cyclones will get it for the first time here in the second half. Nearly half of the quarter is gone. Ottawa will send twin receivers to each side. On first down, handoff goes to Xavion Bethe, and he gets nothing. Loses a yard, it appears. Loss on the play of a couple. Second down, 12. Keeping is Allen. Fights his way forward to about the 33. Gets the 2 yards back and a couple of his own, so it'll be a third down, 8. High school football scoreboard show comes your way tonight at 10 o'clock on KOFO. Some of our fine sponsors of Cyclone football include Leon's Restaurant, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and Arvest Bank. On third down, pass is caught, and the ball is loose, and it looks like Spring Hill recovered it. Looked like Aho made the catch. He was fighting for yardage. In a similar situation last week, the officials blew the play dead. This time they did not, and Ottawa has given up the football. Second turnover for the Cyclones tonight. Santa Fe Trail has upped its lead to 32-0 over Osawatomie. Myers back in. He'll hand it off to Barker, who's hit at the line of scrimmage and fights forward for a couple. I believe that was, not to see, I think that was Tucker Mace on the tackle, but I'm not sure. Second down, 9 at the 40-yard line. Again, Barker, big hole this time. He's inside the 35, close to first down yardage, 32. Aho made the tackle. Check that lead for Santa Fe Trail is 33-0. Third down and 1. Barker on the carry. First down and more. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27. Carlson made the tackle, but not before the first down picked up. Paola making a statement tonight at home. They lead Fort Scott 35-0 in the third. Paola is Ottawa's opponent next week at Paola. Running left is Barker, caught from behind on a nice tackle by Swanson. I'm sorry, Chase Hempel. Flag down. Hold against Spring Hill. .243 to play third period. Broncos up 28-0. So move them back to the 38, and it'll be first down and 20. Spring Hill players looking over to the bench for the play call. Off the right guard goes Barker, and he gets down near the 35. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4. The junior has been a workhorse here tonight. Second down and 18. Myers will throw. He pump fakes. Oh, they bid on it again, but the pass was blocked. Man was streaking down the sidelines wide open, but Myers' pass was tipped at the line, fortunately. Third and long. Myers in to throw. Pump fakes. Throws deep down the field, and the pass is incomplete. Duarte Miranda had good coverage that time on the intended receiver. And it'll be a fourth down and 18. And let's see what the Broncos decide to do. Looks like they're going to punt it this time. First punt of the night. Into the lineup comes Logan Greenhalgh. Ottawa even send a man deep. They will. In fact, they'll actually send twins deep. Bit of a high snap, but not much of a rush. Little pooch kick to the near sideline, and that one's going to be perfect. It rolls out of bounds at the 6. So a good job that time by Greenhalgh on his first kick of the night. And Ottawa will have the long field with 1:34 to play third period. Piper has upped its lead to 29-0 over Baldwin. The Pirates not fooling around here tonight. Also, Wellsville has scored again. Their lead 28-9 over Iola. First and 10, Ottawa, from their own 7-yard line. Allen to throw. Pump fakes, throws across the middle, but underthrows the intended receiver. And he'll bring up a second and 10. Lewisburg now leads Tonganoxie 27-7. That game at Tonganoxie tonight. And a bad snap. And it looks like the Cyclones may have been caught in the end zone. No, they're going to stay just outside the end zone at about the half-yard line. Snap was low and to the side. Allen had to run it down. And fortunately, when he was hit, he was still outside the end zone. So it'll be a third down and long. We're under a minute to play here in the third period. Spring Hill leads 28-0. Allen looks to throw. Now rolls out, throws across the middle. A pass is incomplete off the hands of Duarte Miranda. And Ottawa will have to kick it from their own end zone. Kessinger will stand near his own end line. Twin safeties at about the 40 for Spring Hill. Kick is away. Flag is down in the backfield. Ball's going to bounce at the 20, be picked up at the 24-yard line, and down inside the 10 to about the 5 go the Broncos. Got a Cyclone shaken up at about the 13. Check the flag. against the Cyclones, illegal procedure. And Spring Hill will have it at the Cyclone 6-yard line. First down goal as we near the end of the third period. Myers, the quarterback, Barker to his left. And off Barker, off the right guard. Fights inside the 5 and dives for the end zone. Gets in. Touchdown, Spring Hill. Now 34-0 with the extra point coming up. Ball's down, kicks up, and it's good. Gardner's kick makes it 35-0. Timeout on the field with 20 seconds to play in the third period. And we'll have the kickoff for you in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Well, just a 6-yard drive that time for the Broncos, who now lead at 35-0 as we are late in the fourth period. Carlson and Bethe are back deep. Gardner will kick it off. Kicks it deep. Carlson dropped it again. Did he come up with it finally? He fell on it back at the 13-yard line. Carlson tried to catch that ball on a dead run. It rolled away from him. He tried to pick it up again, came up empty, and finally had to just fall on it. The Cyclones start deep in their own territory at the 12-yard line. Hoxie and Osborne was that 8-man game I was telling you about. Hoxie leading Osborne 34-20. Hoxie number 1 in 8-man Division 1. Osborne number 2 in 8-man Division 2. Option left. Allen cuts it up. It's maybe a yard to the 13. And that's going to end the third period of play. The score at the end of 3, Spring Hill 35, Ottawa nothing. We'll have the fourth quarter for you after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
Ottawa High School staff and faculty, along with the administration of USD 290, are proud of their student athletes, not only for their accomplishments during competition, but how they conduct themselves as members of the community. Good luck, and go Cyclones.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
It's not our everyday sale at Kohl's. Shop hundreds of epic deals in-store and online. No coupons needed. Women's tops, $5.99. Men's polos, $7.99. Kids tops, $7. Young men's thermals, $11.99. Carry-on luggage, $69.99. Bath towels and pillows, 3 for $10. Stock up, save big, and get Kohl's Cash. Hundreds of epic deals store-wide, Wednesday through Sunday at Kohl's. Select styles. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Spring Hill in control here, 35-0 as we start the fourth period. Ottawa has a 2nd and 9 at their own 13-yard line. Lewisburg has beaten Tonganoxie tonight 27-7. And early fourth period, Paola 42, Fort Scott nothing. Allen barking signals, and penalty flags are down. Cyclones will be whistled for a procedure call. Twins in the third inning tied up the Royals, now 6-6. Both the Royals and the Twins scored a touchdown, but missed the extra point. Tomorrow it's college football on KOFO, 5 o'clock pregame, 6 o'clock kickoff. Ottawa and the University of St. Mary. Pass out in the flat goes to Chad Bones, and he's down the sidelines, and he has it out to the 20-yard line, shy of the first down by a couple. No, I'm checking that was not Bones. That was Dadrian Aho. So 3rd and 2 upcoming for Ottawa. Bueno checks in for Ottawa with the play call. Bethay is in the backfield along with Allen. Bethay now goes in motion. Allen will throw to Bethay. It's off his hands, caught by a Cyclone, but shy of the first down. Catch, I believe, was made by Bueno, but we'll take a look at it and see. Gain of about a half a yard. It'll be 4th down and a short 2. And it appears Ottawa's going to go for it. At the end of 3, Council Grove leads Central Heights 52-12. Whistle, timeout, Cyclones. Timeout comes with 11:07 to play in the game, and the score, Spring Hill 35, Ottawa nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
Ladies, let me ask you something. Do you actually believe those commercials that try to sell you perfectly styled hair? I mean, how many stylists do you think it takes to get that model's hair to look like that? Exactly. At Suave, we asked our models in our commercials to wash and style their own hair. Why? To show that Suave actually works. And they were blown away. Suave gave them full, smooth, easy-to-control hair in real life. But don't take my word for it. With Suave's money-back guarantee, try it for yourself. Suave, for hair you can believe.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
11:07 to play. Ottawa calling timeout. They face a 4th down, short 2. It appears they will go for it. Spring Hill with a 4-man front. Throwing. Pass intercepted. Allen threw it right into the hands of the defender. That was Nolan Ewing with the interception. 3rd turnover for the Cyclones. And once again, a short field opportunity here for the Broncos. Not a good decision that time by Jackson Allen. Iola scores. They've cut the Wellsville lead to 12 at 28-16. First and 10. It's Barker. He hit at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain by Seth Covison. Second down 10. And let's see, that's a different running back there. That's Jacob Stovall. And also a new quarterback, Evan Letelier, a sophomore. Stovall again with the carry. Nice hole. Gets it down to the 15, or rather the 10, very close to the first down. In fact, he may have it. He'll be stopped about a half yard shy. Third down 1. Tellier out of the shotgun, hands it off to Stovall off the right side. He fights his way forward for the first down. Ottawa trying to strip the football, but could not get it done. And Stovall carries it all the way down to the 8-yard line, first and goal. At Osage City tonight, the Indians all over the Linden Tigers, 41-0. Broncos letting the clock run down. Play clock at 6. Hand off Stovall, left side. He's inside the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Spring Hill. Gardner will try the extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good. Timeout on the field, 9:06 to play. Spring Hill 42 and Ottawa nothing. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on 1220, 103.7 FM, and KOFO.com.
Hi, I'm Jessica Alba, entrepreneur and mom. When it comes to helping students succeed, I'm all in. And so is Staples. That's why I'm teaming up with Staples for Students and DonorsChoose.org, the charity that helps teachers bring learning to life. Join us by donating in store or online at staplesforstudents.com. Your donation will help local teachers make a difference for their students, because every kid deserves a great start this school year.
The short field for Spring Hill after the interception, and Jacob Stovall gets his first touchdown run of the night, 7 yards out. Ottawa will send back deep Bethay and Carlson. Gardner teeing it up. Thanks to more of our sponsors, CarStar, Adamson Brothers, Kansas State Bank, and Price Chopper in Ottawa. Kick is away, pushes Carlson all the way back to the goal line. He'll look to get to the outside. It's a block in the back, but no call. There's the flag. And Carlson was down back at the 10, and it'll go half the distance on the block in the back. That was right in front of us. We saw that perfectly. I'm not sure who the player was, but basically it just looked like a push. A couple of the officials conferring. Unless they saw something else, I would have to say it was a block in the back on the Cyclones, but nonetheless, officials having a confab. Now one of the officials over to the Spring Hill sideline. Oh, they're going to call a horse collar tackle, maybe? Two flags. So the penalties will end up offsetting, and we'll just kick it over. Block in the back against the Cyclones and the horse collar tackle against the Broncos. So that play was, never mind. We'll do it again. And it's Carlson and Bethe. Line drive kick. Carlson fields it this time at the 2. To the 15, stutter stepping, across the 20, out to the 22. Piper now leads Baldwin 36-0. Santa Fe trail on top of Osawatomie 40-0 tonight. Another flag down on that last play, by the way. Holding against Ottawa. Moves the ball back. To the 13-yard line. .8:52 to play. Rolling right is Allen. He'll throw, and the catch dropped right over by the sideline. He was trying to tiptoe the sidelines, couldn't hang on to the football. Second down 10 for Ottawa. Less than an hour from now, the high school football scoreboard show on KOFO. Neola has beaten Fort Scott tonight 42-0. Handoff goes to Bethe. Got a yard, maybe a 2. It'll be 3rd down and 8. More of our sponsors, I want to please ask you to thank them for bringing you Cyclone football. Super Sands Cleaning Service, modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, and Dingle & Son Mortuary. We're down an 8. Allen under pressure, throws, has a man. Catch made. And shy of the first down is Adrian Aho. And the Cyclones will face a 4th down and about a yard. Piper and Baldwin now at the half. Pirates leading the Bulldogs 36-0. Ottawa will go for it, 4th down and a yard. And a fumble on the exchange. Cyclones look like they might have picked it up. It doesn't really matter. Kessinger made the recovery, but really doesn't matter as it was a 4th down play. And once again, Spring Hill will get the ball in the Ottawa red zone. 7:09 to go. Santa Fe Trail Osawatomie score is now final. Trail 40, Osawatomie nothing. Tellier on first down. Problems with the exchange that time on the handoff to Stovall, and he falls to the ground at the line of scrimmage. Or is that Stovall? Actually, it is Corian Duff. Second down and 10. Duff again, the ball carrier, and he's hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage, gets maybe a yard. Covison made the tackle once again for the Cyclones. They'll say no gain, 3rd down 10. Clock continues to run. Under 6 minutes to go now. Spring Hill leads it 42-0. Duff on the carry. Duff reaches the 12, pushed back. And it'll be a 4th down situation for Spring Hill. Let's see what Jason Feeback wants to do here. Probably just run some time. Hope maybe you get a first down. No sense in kicking the field goal here up by 42 points. Fourth down and 8. Duff off the right side. Duff with running room inside the 5 and stopped just shy of the goal line. So Duff had been running left. This time he went right, and the Cyclones couldn't defend it. And it's 1st and goal at the 1. Final score from Eudora. Bonner Springs 40, Eudora nothing. West Franklin has beaten Northern Heights tonight. Final score 24-0. Congratulations to the Falcons. 1st and goal. Duff on the carry. And Duff is in. Touchdown. Now 48-0. Gardner in to try the extra point. Kick is away. And once again, it is good. Now Spring Hill 49, Ottawa nothing. Kickoff in 30 seconds. This is Cyclone Football on KOFO.
Copays, codes, coupons. Searching for savings on prescriptions is so complex, it's like you need a doctorate degree. Fortunately, CVS Pharmacy employs thousands who have one, our pharmacists. Plus, we built a proprietary search tool to help them find you savings on prescriptions. You don't need to know all of that complicated stuff. You just need to know someone who does. Your friendly doctor of pharmacy at your local CVS. Savings vary. Not all patients eligible for savings. Ask pharmacist for details.
Another short field for Spring Hill, 15 yards for the score. Corrigan Duff, after picking up the first down on fourth down, runs it in from the 1. Wellsville now leads Iola 35-16 in the fourth period. The Eagles looking to go to 2-0 on the season. Thank more of our sponsors, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Kramer Pharmacy, and the Ottawa Recreation Commission. High kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. Also, thank you to Quality Structures Incorporated, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, and Bones Transportation, more of our sponsors here on KOFO. We'll have a running clock the rest of the game with the 45-point lead, so let's take another quick opportunity to give you some more of these sponsors, including the Ottawa Herald, Ottawa High School, Bank Midwest. Caleb Kessinger is now in at quarterback for the Cyclones. Play clock already down to 11. They haven't even gotten into the huddle yet. And Ottawa needs to burn a timeout here. And will do so. So that'll stop the clock, or should. Now, it stops the clock with 3:05 to play. I think we're going to keep it right here because we have a little bit more time now to thank our sponsors, including Sutton's Jewelry, Ransom Memorial Health, and Ottawa University. Next week, Ottawa's in Paola for a matchup with the Panthers. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:40 for the Superstands Cleaning Service pregame show and our interview with Coach Rob Hedrick. Also sponsoring Cyclone football this season, City of Ottawa, State Farm agent Keith King, and Ottawa Family Physicians. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. Don't forget Ottawa University football tomorrow, starting at 5 with pregame, 6 o'clock kickoff, the Braves and the St. Mary's Fires. So now the Cyclones will come up on 1st and 10. Handoff will go to Talon Morris. And now more reserves in for Spring Hill. No gain on the play for Morris. Second down 10. Again, Morris with the handoff, and this time he's smothered in the backfield. Loss of 1, 3rd and 11. Final score, Council Grove 52, Central Heights 12. Down to 1:50 to go. Kessinger to throw, rolls right, looks, throws down the field, but pass was overthrown. It was intended out there for Covison, it appeared. And it'll be 4th down. Check that final at Council Grove. The Braves beat the Vikings of Central Heights 52-20. Ottawa will go for it on 4th down. And Kessinger to throw. He's got time. He throws a deep ball downfield, and that pass is going to be intercepted. Ball thrown into double coverage. There were actually 2 receivers in the area as well, which compounded the problem. Andre Free intercepted the pass, and now the clock will run out. I don't even think the Spring Hill needs to run a play, as we have the running clock here late. As the clock runs inside 20 seconds to go, your final score here tonight will be Spring Hill 49 and Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO.
No matter how modern your family might be, if you're pedaling around Bedrock in a gas engine vehicle, you're living in the past. Meet George Jetson. The era of the electric vehicle has arrived. With instant acceleration, electric cars are more fun to drive and more affordable than ever. Electric cars are here. Plug in to the present. Learn more at plugintothepresent.com.
Time to shop hundreds of specials at Macy's for you, the family, and your home, in-store and online. Like men's performance suiting, designer sport coats, and blazers, $99.99. Tops and denim for her, 50% off. And 900 thread count sheet sets for just $29.99 through September 9th at Macy's. Savings off sale prices, exclusions apply. Macy's Star Rewards now offers benefits everyone can enjoy no matter how they pay. Sign up for free in-store or at Macys.com/Star Rewards.
Well, Spring Hill had its way with Ottawa here tonight in their home opener as they beat the Cyclones 49-0. It was nothing at the end of one quarter of play, but Spring Hill actually had dominated that first period, but had turned the ball over once, and then on a fake field goal, they came away empty. Ottawa held on until the start of the second period before they gave up the score. The first of 4 touchdown runs on the night for Zayd Barker, this one from 11 yards out. And then the Broncos really put the game away in the last couple minutes of the second period when they scored twice. Once on a 2-yard run by Barker that capped off a 92-yard drive. And then after Ottawa muffed the ensuing kickoff, Spring Hill went down and scored on a 35-yard drive. Barker again from 3 yards out. 21-0 at the half. And then Spring Hill just poured it on in the second half with 4 more touchdowns. And they moved to 1-1 while the Cyclones now 0-2 on the season. Ottawa back in action on Friday night. They will take on the Paola Panthers over at Paola. And game time is 7 o'clock with the Superstands cleaning service pregame at 6:40 next Friday evening here on KOFO. That'll do it. Final score once again, Spring Hill 49, Ottawa nothing. This is Gary Bateman saying so long from Spring Hill High School.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Cyclone football on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Quality Structures Incorporated, Ransom Memorial Health, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Ottawa University, and by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Superstands Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy, Kansas State Bank, Cosentino's Price Chopper. Ottawa Cyclone football on KOFO is also brought to you by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Adamson Brothers, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and by Leon's, the Ottawa Herald, Bank Midwest, the City of Ottawa, State Farm Agent Keith King, also by Ottawa Family Physicians, Bones Transportation, Ottawa High School, and Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. For more information about our next Ottawa Cyclone football broadcast, visit our website at KOFO.com and listen daily to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
My heart skipping the beach and I